You're watching 12 News This Morning.
6:44 on your Monday morning. Leaders here in Wichita are set to consider possible changes in the plan to bring paid parking to downtown Wichita.
Yeah, and this morning 12 News reporter Max Dutton joining us in the studio to explain what adjustments leaders will consider during the meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, and Felicia, tomorrow the City Council will hear options for paid public parking in downtown Wichita. You remember just last month, the City Council hit pause on plans to implement paid parking by January. People who live and work downtown shared their concerns with city leaders during a series of public forums. Now the City Council isn't expected to take formal action tomorrow, but they will discuss a few changes proposed by city staff. Those changes include allowing 1 hour of free parking, then charging 75 cents per hour. After that point, staff also suggests parking passes or discounted daily rates for employees who may work downtown. Now, city leaders say charging for downtown parking would help fund maintenance and upkeep without raising taxes. Right now, it costs about $4 million each year to maintain public parking in downtown Wichita. After tomorrow's discussion, city planners will have 60 days to propose changes to the city's parking plan. We'll follow tomorrow's meeting and we'll ask city council members what they think of those proposed changes.